Video games have always been portrayed in a negative light. News outlets, especially activists and parents, call out video games for their negative effects, without backing up the sufficient evidence to support their claim. But what if I were to tell these activists, parents, and news outlets that the name of the game changed long ago? Hello and welcome back. I am your host, Ray Guzman, bringing you another video from whatever screen, whether big or small. As I said, there are many misconceptions when it comes to video games. When people think of a person who plays video games, automatically they think of the stereotypical person who sits at home and plays them all day, that stuffs themselves with every snack in the book. Let me tell you that those claims are wrong, and there's sufficient research to back this up. To further the last point, like I said, there were many studies done in order to determine what effects video games had on the mind. And surprisingly, when these studies were conducted and the results came back, not much. According to an article released by Futurism, in the study, participants aged 18 to 60 said that they did other activities like lifting weights, playing sports, etc., while also reported having relatively healthy diets. Another one, conducted by Queensland University of Technology, reported that gamers can maintain a healthy weight and that older people had improved memory and focus. To be honest, people who say that they have these claims, that video games, are bad for the mind, you need to do your research. And honestly, there's been countless studies and scientific evidence backing this whole thing up. If you want to check out these articles for yourself, links will be down in the description below. There's people that have the misconceptions of people playing video games. And, there's still studies and research being done on how video games affect the mind. But most people, especially the older generation, see mostly the negative side and spread myths on how video games are so bad for you. They say the stereotypical things and they say things that are not facts. And they say that just so they can feel good. For those people that want to bring those up, please do your research first before jumping to conclusions. FYI, video games have been around since the 80s. And video games have evolved ever since then. And one of the things that you gotta realize is that people who play video games are not these stereotypical people who sit on their couch all day and stuff their face with every snack in the book. They get exercise. They have a normal weight. They do things that normal people do. So for those people that say that, it really hurts me, and as a fellow gamer, it really does. And, you need to do your research first before doing these sorts of things, because at the end of the day, these are blatant facts, and that's how it's going to be. So please, take those claims that you have and, just throw those out of the window, would you please? Given the research that we have so far, the benefits of video games definitely outweigh the negative. But there's really some people, especially the older generation, that like to jump to conclusions. And, for me, I believe that video games can go both ways. It can either go really good or really bad. What I mean by that is, if people are playing like a couple hours a day, that's fine and dandy. And, if you're not pushing your other responsibilities away just to play video games, then that's fine. And it can go really bad if you're just playing video games and nothing else. And it's just, there's just that really mixed balance. There's supposed to be a balance to everything. And, it's just a form of entertainment that lots of people enjoy. And it should be kept that way. It really should be. And, the negative definitely does not outweigh the positive, and there's a lot of positive things about it. There just needs to be more research conducted on it.